let's start with the multiverse, shall we?
I'm sorry, you're saying there's
So today I'm going to be reviewing a shark movie. Now you guys are wondering, oh, is it Jaws or is it The Shallows or is it The Meg? Nope. I'm going to review a shark movie that came out in 2011, and in my opinion, I think it's the most underrated shark movies ever made. And if you don't know what that is, the shark movie I'm going to review today is other than Shark Night. So Shark Night is the film that was released on September 2nd, 2011. The movie is directed by David R. Ellis, who directed films like Snakes on a Plane and the Final Destination films, and a couple other movies that he also directed. I don't remember. So the movie stars Sarah Paxton, Joel David Moore, Dustin McGillen, Chris Carmack, Catherine McPhee, Sequoia Walls, Hayes, and Chris Zagler. So the story is, it follows a college student named Sarah, played by Sarah Paxton, and her friends prepare for a weekend of fun in the sun at her family's Lake Island cabin. But things change when a football player, Malik, played by Sequoia Walls, stumbles out of the water with a grievous wound. Thinking Malik is the victim of the freak accident, the friends pile onto the tiny speedboat and head for the hospital. But to their horror, they discover that they are surrounded by hundreds of massive, hungry sharks. Yep. First, I'm going to include how many sharks are in this movie. There are 5 species of sharks. So the sharks they have is the great white sharks, the bull sharks, the makos, the cookie cutter sharks, and the hammerheads. Yep. Unlike any other shark movie where it only has one species of sharks, this one has like more sharks than we ever saw in the film. And most of the time the sharks are basically combined with visual effects like visual effects and animatronics. So let's start with the characters. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the main character herself, Sarah Pelsky, who is played by, again, Sarah Paxton. She used to date her ex-boyfriend, Dennis, played by Chris Carmack, when she was 18 years old, but they broke up because she was going to college while Dennis wasn't going to leave town. Before Sarah left, she and Dennis went diving, and what happens is that when Sarah's tank malfunctions, she signals for help, but Dennis ignored her. So she somehow got to the surface and turned the boat. She slashed her face by accident. After Sarah took Dennis to the hospital, she left town and they went to their separate ways. The other characters included in the film, Nick is the main protagonist of the movie. He has a secret crush on Sarah, and he is also a former roommate of Gordon and a former best friend to Malik. Gordon is one of Sarah's friends. He is Nick's roommate, and he is a just love interest of Beth. Beth is one of the 2 best friends of Sarah and Mai, and she is a suggested love interest of Gordon. Maya is the fiance of Malik and one of Sarah's friends. That's all there is to it. And you have Blake, who is one of Nick's friends along with Sarah, of course, and he has a crush on Beth, who he once had a relationship with her. And you have Malik, who is Maya's fiance and one of Sarah's friends and Nick's best friend. And then we come to the main antagonist of the movie, Dennis. Dennis, played by Chris Carmack, is Sarah's ex-boyfriend, and he, like I said, he's the main villain of the movie. Along with his friend Red and Sheriff Sabin are responsible for releasing the sharks in the saltwater lake. So there are at least 8 shark attacks in the movie. My favorite one has to be the scene where when Blake was on a speedboat and he was going to take Malik to the hospital, and then Malik actually sacrificed himself to the sharks. But then when he was about to go to land, the shark jumps out of nowhere and attacks Blake off the speedboat. And I thought that was completely awesome. And that what is actually the most impressive visual effects I have ever seen in a shark movie, period. I think the shark movie is actually pretty fun to watch. I think this movie deserves to have more attention and more recommendation. And I know this movie did really suffer from the PG-13 rating. It should have been rated R, and which I understand, but at least it wasn't like too PG-13 where it doesn't actually show that much blood when the sharks are attacking people, because at least there were some shark attacks where it does show the blood. PG-13 movies can actually be good and gory, like for example like Anaconda, where it's PG-13 but when the snake attacks it has blood. And some PG-13 horror films can be bloody and scary as well. There's not really much I can say about this movie. All I can say is that I think it's very underrated. I like the main characters, and I do think the shark attacks are pretty terrifying. And the opening scene reminds me of the opening scene from Jaws, where we don't see the shark at all, but you actually do see the victim getting attacked. So, yeah. Overall, I think it's a very underrated classic. I really recommend to go see this film, even if you like other shark movies like Jaws or Deep Blue Sea or even The Reef or Open Water. I would say Shark Night is definitely the shark movie I do actually recommend to everyone, especially to you guys. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give Shark Night a 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review for Shark Night. If you guys haven't seen Shark Night, what did you think of it? If so, did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below and let me know. And also, if you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on notifications. This is James Hernandez. Stay tuned for the preview of the next video I'm going to do for episode 2 of Characters Face Off, and I'll see you guys next time in the multiverse.